Okay, that's okay.
Does someone have a Samsung television there?
Yeah, I do.
I love how you can tell the make of the TV by the noise it makes when it turns on or off.
You'll be surprised what useless crap I know.
Oh my. Okay, hey everyone, this is the Unnamed podcast. We're not doing this again.
Unnamed podcast number 4.
Yes, thank you, Josh. It's the 4th episode of the Unnamed podcast. Today we'll be talking about our hobbies and interests outside of YouTube, and depending on how long it takes us to do this, might also talk about the price of games over the past few years, as far back as we can remember. So is that okay with everyone here?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we've got the same ragtag bunch of guys that we had in the last podcast. We've got, as he's now known, Joshy J 19 Gaming, am I right?
Yeah.
Alright, how you doing?
Yep, I'm good, thank you.
Alright, that's good. We've also got Footloose 20,005.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We have the Game Buster Mark.
Hey up, me old mucker.
And last, but certainly least, Mr. Blastoise 101.
Thanks very much.
Right, anyway, the name of the podcast, obviously, hobbies and interests outside of YouTube. I'd like to just go around each of you one at a time. I'll ask you if you've got any hobbies or interests, and then we'll discuss those hobbies or interests, then go to the next person, and so on and so forth. I thought that might have been the best way to do this. So, start off by Mr. Blastoise. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside of YouTube that you might like us to know? And if anyone says gaming, there will be slappings. I'm not even kidding.
It's just killed everything I was gonna say. Really into music, like editing and just listening to, trying to find new bands, and I collect stamps. No, I'm kidding. I don't. I don't know. I like movies. You know, anything from Spider-Man to Les Mis.
Les
Big into
Miserables?
theatre. Yeah, Les Miserables. Made me cry like a fucking bitch. I'm not even gonna kid. Love theatre, love tech, the tech side of the theatre, so your lights, sound, stage management, anything that doesn't include prancing around on stage. He says making YouTube videos, but that's besides the point.
What music do you like? What bands?
It can range from God, my brain has gone dead. Hollywood Undead to Elton John and anything in between. Bands like Rise Against are my favourite at the minute. I quite like Tonight Alive, which a lot like Paramore. In fact, to be honest, if you were to shut your eyes and not realise it, like if somebody wouldn't know the difference. But I mean, obviously, I do because
unless you're as an acclaimed para whore, as
yes,
their fans like to be called, whatever.
Like going on long walks, and I just sound like some sort of dating advert.
Well, walks are good. Walks are always fun, yeah.
Like playing football, like playing pool, like every 20-odd-year-old pub is always a good shout.
20-year-olds flattering yourself there about, are you not?
Shut up. I said 20-odd, alright? Cheeky bastard. Moving on, can we go to somebody else, please? I'm done.
Well, do you enjoy like cooking, gardening? Are these any of your? So I know you do both, but I don't know if you particularly enjoy them.
Cooking, yes, I do quite like cooking. I rather cook for other people than myself. Because if I'm cooking for myself, I just do something easy and simple and boring. But if I'm cooking for a lady friend or some friends in general, I like to be more adventurous, maybe.
Make some coq au vin. Yeah.
Yeah, make something more fun. Gardening's not really my cup of tea, really. I just do it to help a friend out. Yeah, that's about it. Can we move on, please?
Well, I was going to say, has anyone anything to say? Is like anyone have similar hobbies to that maybe we can try and get some conversation going on it?
The only similar one, well, aside from the pub, But
Yeah, 'cause that's everybody.
Well, not really mine, but yeah.
I have to agree with cooking as well. And I don't get a massive chance to do any sort of like Jamie Oliver type stuff. Not that I would, more of a Gordon Ramsay fan than a Jamie Oliver fan.
I'm more Gordon Ramsay than you are. I think the pre-podcast said that.
You're worse than Gordon Ramsay. You have a potty mouth.
That's great.
But like, yeah, cooking is definitely one because like for a guy, people are like, oh, what are you doing cooking? You shouldn't be doing that. But cooking's actually quite nice because there's the sense of achievement because you can just go out and buy store ready-made stuff, or you can make it yourself, and then it might taste a bit crappy, but at least you made it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it tastes better because like you know
Because,
that
like,
it's you that's done it.
You've done hard grafting.
Hey, I'm not being funny. My cooking never tastes like shite. Thank you very much.
Well, I was more speaking for myself than anyone else.
Well, I feel like cooking's become more of acceptable for men to do like more recently, especially with all like the cooking programs and stuff. But it's like head chefs; they're usually males. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's like people think like cooking's like a woman's main job, but I'm not gonna get in a whole debate about sexism in here because
I was gonna say you did not just say that.
No.
Yeah, he did.
It's more commonly looked at as more of a woman's type of thing. Not saying that that's my views,
It's
but
because they have small feet.
what does that have to do with it? Does it mean they could put their feet in frying pans? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it means they can get closer to the kitchen sink.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Moving swiftly on.
Mark, hobbies, interests outside of YouTube. Oh my.
I don't mind a bit of music every now and then. I like my music. When people ask because I don't exactly listen to the sort of music that I listen to. So when they say what sort of music are you into, when I say melodic power metal, they look at me like, what are you doing? What are you doing liking that sort of music? But no, I like bands like Hammerfall, Rhapsody of Fire, Avantasia, another one of my favorite bands. Sort of all that sort of good, sort of uplifting, sort of lots of fast guitar riffs and even a bit of Dragon Force. Other hobbies like I can mention on here. I'm actually quite into writing. Like I like writing short fiction, specifically short horror stories, because I read a lot of short stories by a writer called H.P. Lovecraft. He's an American.
Heard of him, yeah.
He wrote a lot of sort of short horror stories, and I really love most of them. And that sort of inspired me to do a bit myself. And I've come up with quite a nice portfolio, and that's something I really enjoy doing, like writing, because you can really like go anywhere. You can like write anything and give your characters the sort of personalities that you wish you had yourself. But you can, writing's a nice thing, and I'm just trying to think about other hobbies. I don't mind snooker. More of a snooker player than a pool player. We've gone through 2 snooker tables in this household. What will happen is when the snooker tournaments are on, there'll be a big snooker craze, a resurgence in the family to want to play snooker. Then we'll get a table, and then after the snooker's off television, people won't care about it, and they'll stop playing, and then we'll sell the table. I probably should have learned to join the local snooker club by now, rather than just buying multiple snooker tables. But that's another one of my hobbies. I'm not very good at it. I mean, I'll always get trounced. Trounced? Is that the right word?
Maybe, yeah.
And I suppose bowling is another thing. I haven't done it in a while, and I am no good at it. I mean, I can barely get into the 200 score. Like, if I come away from a game of bowling and I've reached 200, I'll consider that a good game, because I'm just terrible. But I suppose you can call that one of my hobbies as well. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there are a few others, but I don't want to spend too much time. I want to hear the other people's hobbies.
Yeah, no worries. Footloose, what would you say about your hobbies, interests outside of YouTube and gaming?
So his sister was found dead in her hut
Was she where?
in Scotland.
How old was she? Anyone?
No.
That's a fair bit more than ever now, so. Well,
Edit time.
you noticed it, Phil.
No.
What is going on?
It's a bit hot in here now. I'm going to turn the heater off.
Need a drink? What? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, honey, we swallowed in the wrong hole.
Oh my. Oh.
Is everything okay over there, Josh?
What is he doing?
Sure, it's got worse. Strength this minute.
Hello.
Is everything okay?
Oh dear. Oh my god.
You okay to come back there, or?
Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. That's why I go for editing. Footless, hobbies, interests outside of YouTube and gaming?
Sorry. I would say I've got 3 hobbies apart from YouTube and gaming. Music, of course. I think everybody likes music, really. Watching sports on TV, football, wrestling. I quite like a bit of darts as well for some reason. I think we got into that. And a little bit of snooker, but can't really watch that many frames in snooker. Some matches last for blooming ages, and after a couple of frames, I start to switch you off and get bored of it. And walking, I love walking. I'm lucky where I live because there's a lot of cliffs and that, so you get quite a lot of good cliff walks in summer. In the winter, it's pretty crap to be honest. But yeah, I love walking, so I can't wait for the good weather to come again so I can go for long walks again.
Oh yeah. Is that all the hobbies you can think of and interests, I guess?
I keep trying to get into books, but
Books, yeah.
I don't know why, but I always seem to lose interest in them. I prefer factual books, about wrestling or football,
Yeah.
or, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not really a big book fan. I think that's really all the hobbies I've got, really.
Alright, good stuff. Josh J, what have you got any hobbies or interests outside of YouTube and gaming?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go for it, man.
I like to play football. I do.
Alright, what position do you like playing? Or is it just a little kickabout?
Just a little kickabout, and I like playing that as a striker.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I don't really know how to divulge further into that, but other hobbies or interests, just have a bit of a conversation to us and we'll all listen, yeah.
No, not really. No, I haven't really got any hobbies or interests.
Well, I do know you've got another channel, you're Joshy J Bus Fan.
Yeah, I like buses, yeah.
Do you want to talk a little about how you get into buses and stuff like that? How did you get into it and that kind of stuff?
I like buses. You see, I watch other people's videos of buses on YouTube.
Alright. How was it you got into watching bus videos and so.
I'm also a bit of a train spotter as well.
All right. I've never really got into like train or plane spotting, or I guess bus spotting myself. I always feel I need something to stimulate my mind most of the time, but yeah, I thought we could have talked a bit more about our hobbies and interests. I thought we were a bit more exciting people than that.
I'm sorry.
Well, evidently I was wrong. Turns out, I've only managed to get about.
This podcast is going to be him by himself.
I know. Anyway, we only really managed to get about 15 minutes of talking about. If anyone else wants to add anything to what other people had to say about like their hobbies, I mean,
So Josh, what other YouTubers have you watched with the whole buses thing? I mean, I'm kind of interested. Like, I didn't know that there was a common market for it. Like, there is like your gaming and your music and stuff. So I'd just like to know like who else does it. Like, who inspired you to make videos about buses?
Nobody did. I made my mind up myself to make videos about buses.
Right. Okay.
okay. Is that pretty much? I mean, I thought there would be more, but if there's not, we can just move on. I'm not.
Well,
yeah. Like, Josh. How do you know like what different buses are? Because like I was saying, like to me a bus is a bus, but you obviously are quite knowledgeable about your different types of buses. So like how did you like know to like how can you like spot different buses? Is it just because you've done some reading on it or something, or because I've noticed in like some of your videos there's a journey on like a Dart 189 or something, and I'm like, oh well that's kind of cool. I mean, how did you like know to differentiate between the different types of buses?
I know what year they're made, and I know what type of models they are. I researched it on the internet.
Right.
All right. Well, if everyone wants to like go on to the next thing, like my backup plan in case this event actually arrives where we ran out of stuff to talk about. What I also want to say is like the price of games over history is like, if people think that games brand new are priced fairly, are they too high? Maybe they could see it turning higher, like whatever. I'm just trying to throw out a couple of examples if you guys want to try and chat.
I mean, you go back. I mean, I can remember as far back. What I say as far back, paying $39.99 for WWE SmackDown 2. I don't think they've escalated. I mean, they've escalated a bit, but not too much.
Well, it's like the newest Call of Duty games, the Halo games, like the big titles are usually about £50 brand new, like normal edition. So,
yeah, but there's more graphical input and there's different. The tech inside the consoles itself's been upgraded. What bugs me is, they'll charge 40-50 quid a game, and then 2 weeks later there'll be an update that they should have put on the disc to start with, which is where this generation's gone wrong. I think it's too involved in updates. They just get the game out, sell it, make the money, and then they think, okay, now we can fix it.
So some people will think it's a good idea to be able to update your games. Like, back when the PS2 was like in its prime, there would be games that you thought, right, this is a little bit of a bug, and it really ruins the fun, the game, the experience. And there was like no possible way to get it fixed, because after it's been hit the shelves, there's no possible way to do anything unless there's a massive recall, which I don't think happened often.
No, I don't. I can't remember it happening.
So I do see where the updates come in handy, but yeah, I do think it gives the game developers or publishers or whoever it is a bit of a safety net, just in case things don't work out. They can try and rush it a little bit and think, right, well, it's not perfect, but we have a deadline to meet. Just put the game out now and we'll fix it.
Fix it later.
Yeah, when the problems arise.
Cough, EA, cough.
Well, just EA Sports in general. I don't think there's EA. I think are actually a pretty good company. Yeah,
They're
they're
not pulling
quite.
dirty tricks like Ubisoft are, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, it's like they're the one pair of people that I would want to buy the WWE license and make the games, because I do think they make good games. I just think they do rush things a little bit. They think about the money before the consumer. Like most of the bad things outside of the game, but the games are genuinely pretty good, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're right. EA do put out good games. I mean, look at Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Was it EA? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, EA made it.
But yeah. Anybody else got anything to say?
Well, like Steam, they are the main source of getting PC games now.
Yeah.
It's not really a commonplace to like go into a game shop, pick up a PC game and buy it. I only think you do that with The Sims, because I don't think The Sims are on Steam, and I think that's like the only main computer franchise that's. Okay, is someone laughing?
Oh my days.
Okay, I don't think that was meant to happen.
This isn't related, but does anyone know anything about the Steam? I think Steam there's talk about Steam releasing a console.
Yeah,
like the Steam box or something.
Yeah, it comes out. I believe it comes out in March. Is it March or is that the Ouya? It could be the Ouya.
See, I didn't actually hear about that, but one thing I was gonna mention was if Steam were gonna make an app for like the Xbox and the PlayStation, and then you can buy games straight off of that instead of dealing with the marketplace. But if they're actually releasing their own console,
yeah, they are. And there is the Sims 3 Showtime Katy Perry Collector's Edition on Steam.
Yeah, but any respectable person that's bought The Sims will never buy that, because it's probably a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never played it, and I am not going to play it either.
No, neither am
I.
I.
Would crash and burn, but.
But the one thing I don't like about Steam is what I like about any other game is trade-ins. You can trade your game in and then buy it again for a lower price. I really, really love that whole going into a game shop and like, oh, look, this game's £5 pre-owned. And like the way things are going, like Steam are gonna completely dominate, and stuff like that is just gonna keep on happening. What I fear that the next generation of consoles, not the Wii U, because the Wii U doesn't count as a next gen console because it's just late to the party on this generation. Sorry, Nintendo fans, aka Andrew. But
you actually played a Wii U, yeah?
I haven't, and I'm sure it's probably a pretty good console, but I just look at it and I don't think it's a next generation console.
No.
I don't think it's graphically, power, and all that kind of high tech stuff that I don't really understand is that surpasses the Xbox and the PlayStation.
And the thing is, like, no games. I mean, sorry to say this, but no games on the Wii, because where are your Elder Scrolls games, your Fallout games, all your big name FPSs? There's just no third party support for them.
If you mention that Call of Duty 3 game for the Wii, I'll kill you.
No, Black Ops 2's on the Wii U.
But I mean, in the larger scheme of things.
Well, Nintendo's never had third party support very well.
But in today's day and age, don't you think they need it? Because that's the main reason I would never buy the Wii U, is because I want to know that all these good games that are coming out in the future, I want to know they'll definitely be on the console that I have. And I just don't get the feeling that the Wii U can offer that.
That's fair enough. I mean, you're probably right on respectively what you're saying.
Like, that's my main reason. I'm not bashing it, saying it's a crap console. I'm just saying that
titles are awesome.
Yeah.
Your Zelda, your fucking
Donkey
Kong, Mario.
See, it's just like with those types of games, like, Zelda, Mario, Sonic, I didn't really grow up with these these mascots, these games, so there's nothing that attaches me to them, and it's not. I don't think they're really games that you can come into maybe 20 years in their prime and like pick up and play. Like Super Mario Galaxy, I'll admit, it's a fantastic game, but I don't enjoy it as much as maybe someone that played the original Super Mario Brothers back when they were like 10-year-olds. I don't think I enjoy it as much as they would enjoy it.
Are you talking about me there?
Well,
a bit more than 10 years ago, but yeah. Talking of what you were saying earlier, Mark, about no third party support and the bit. Rayman Legends was supposed to be not Rayman Legends. Yeah,
Rayman Origins.
Because Origins has just come out.
Yeah.
Well, I say just, but yeah, that's another story. Rayman Legends was due to come out in 2.5 weeks for the Wii U. They've now pushed it back to September when the game was already finished, so they can re-release it for the 360 and the PS3.
Yeah.
There's Ubisoft doing a naughty, and I think Nintendo doing a naughty as well.
It just seems like the video game market's centered around Microsoft and Sony, because I don't think there's going to be any game that will be released on the Wii or the Wii U and the Xbox and PlayStation. I don't think there's any game that's released on all of them that will be on the Wii first. I can't see that ever happening. So you did get like Assassin's Creed, I believe that came out on the Xbox, then it got released on the PlayStation 3. Same with Mass Effect. Same as something else, I believe, because I know there's a few games that are like that. But yeah, we've actually went completely off topic, but I'm not too bothered.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm honestly not too bothered about that. Let me just check one last thing. But other than that, is anything else that people would like to add about price of games? What we were just talking about there. Like Foot, Josh, you've both been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I think the price of games are too expensive, to be honest, like brand new games when they first come out. I mean, I see people, like, they've got friends and that on PSN and, friends in real life and that. And they just buy games, when they first come out, like 2 or 3 games at a time. To be honest, I don't know how they can afford it, to be honest. I mean, there's a, recession on and things, and, I just don't think people can afford it as much as they used to.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. 'Cause, yeah, I've got friends on my Xbox list that plays the newest game every time. Every time I go on, he's got the absolute newest game that's out that came out like yesterday or today. 2 days later, he's got another one. It's like, how are you managing this?
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, I know he's not got like a great job because he's online pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how we can manage it, but you know what? If that's what you're gonna do with your money, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's sorry.
No, sorry, carry on.
I was just gonna say I think it's like a prioritizing thing. Like for me, I know that there's probably only one game a year now that I will buy on release date, and that's only if I really, really like it. And I just think it's a prioritizing issue. I think it's a question of, have I got the spare 50 quid to spend on this brand new game? And you have to think to yourself, well, could it not be spent on something, something else, more sort of essential to your life? Because games are just like we were talking about hobbies and interests, and games are a hobby and interest. And I think in today's sort of world, society, they're becoming a bit too big for their shoes, if you know what I mean. Like, and companies are just completely abusing it with DLC and the prices of new games and all these add-ons and stuff. And yeah, I completely agree with you, Footloose. It's they're just too expensive, and that's the reason I don't buy any new games.
So, do you guys ever think there'll be a video game crash? I'm sure there has been one before.
I think there was one before.
Yeah.
80
long time
something.
ago.
Yeah.
Between,
Do you think it'll ever happen again?
Yeah, no. The first person shooter genre itself is enough, because it's got like Halo, MLG, it's got Call of Duty, top. I'm gonna say pro athletes in inverted commas, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That just keep it afloat. That I think I think it won't. I don't think it will crash.
It's just one thing that's always been playing in my mind is, all the big titles like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo, they all know that they can release a game and charge retail a little bit higher than most other retail games because they know people will buy it. Do you ever think that one day that these companies are just going to push the boundaries a little bit too much? They'll release a game for a set amount of money and people think, you know what, I'm not giving them that money because it's got a 7-hour campaign, and I really don't think that the money that I'm giving them is worth it. Like, do you ever think that'll end up arising, that these companies will push the boundaries a bit too far?
Well,
No, because there'll always be some rich bastard that can afford it and will buy it.
yeah. And I think in a strange way, they've already sort of found a way around that. And it is, I know this was in the first, was this in the first podcast? DLC. It's DLC.
Yeah.
I mean, you can release a game for like $45.99. It's like sort of your top end sort of Call of Duty new release date sort of thing. And then what is the DLC? A few maps is like $12.99. Would I be right? Like, I don't know. I don't play these games, but like,
This is where we need my friend in because he'd know because he plays
Right,
Call
yeah.
of Duty.
you then add that on to the original price of the game, and they've sort of found a way to sort of find
And
a
it was
way
like-
around that. Like,
Yeah, like you said, it was like last year when they released the Call of Duty Elite thing that was like the price of the game over to get it, but then you'd get all the map packs and stuff, which, I mean, if you played it, fair enough, but it's still a bit much. Something we haven't touched upon is the price of Xbox games on the Xbox Live Marketplace
Okay, what would you like to talk
and
about
how
that?
expensive they are. I mean, I haven't looked at it in a while because I haven't had an Xbox in a while, but I can remember them. I think it was. What game was it? It wasn't a game that was out for long, or it had been out for a while, in fact. But it was a ridiculous price. I think it was something like Fable 2 for like 40 quid when you could buy it in the shop for like 8.
Really, was it 40?
Yeah, I think. I don't quote me on it.
Yes, they do seem to do that. I think what they are trying to do is like give you the option to buy it and put it on the console. I'm not by any means supporting their reasoning for doing this, but I think what they're doing is they're putting it up full retail price, maybe a little bit higher than retail price, and then what happens is in a couple of weeks' time they're meant to take the money down because it's a little bit of an older game. You're not expected to pay as much for it, but I think they just completely forget about it. They just don't bother, and it just stays up there for 40 quid. And just because, like, Microsoft being lazy, they just don't bother putting the price down. I mean, I don't really know if I've got the time, but I could check for you how much it is just now, and I'll put it in an annotation.
I said I'm not necessarily saying Fable, but I mean games in general seem to be overpriced on the Xbox Live Marketplace, like your retail games, not.
Well,
your
yeah,
arcade
I don't
games,
I don't
think.
buy games like retail games off the Xbox Marketplace
Oh, no,
anyway,
no,
so
you'd be silly to.
I
yeah.
couldn't really tell you if they are, but I do buy my fair share of arcade games because I know there's some definite arcade games that are like a must buys. Some of them are just absolutely fantastic. Super Meat Boy, for example, is a brilliant game. That I've not really put too much time into, but I got it on the Christmas deals for something like £2.40, which I just couldn't turn down at the time. And Sonic 2 for free or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of good arcade games and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we've really filled up the time properly now by talking about that. I really thought that would have been the 5 minutes of talking, and the hobbies and interests would be about 45 minutes, but turns out I'm wrong. But if there's nothing anyone else wants to add, we'll go on to quiz.
Oh yeah, on PSN, the PSN store,
Yep.
PlayStation store, if you will. I remember seeing Far Cry 3,
Yeah.
and I think they had it on there for like something like £60 or something.
Jesus
That
Christ.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
I can remember when FIFA 13 was coming out. It was on. You could buy it in the shop for whatever it was, 45, I think. I can't remember. But to buy the standard edition on the PlayStation Network, it was like 50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's a fantastic game. I've been playing it the past few days, but it's not worth that. No way.
I mean, I could get it at my local game shop, Dranger Games. I could get it for £25 brand new, opposed to the £60 on PSN, and I'd rather have the hard copy as well.
Yeah.
So it just makes no sense, to be honest.
Yeah, completely agree with you. But yeah, so let's just move on to the quiz then.
Aye.
Which it's not actually going to be a quiz today, and there are no teams. In fact, what we've decided to do this week is going to be a spelling bee.
You've decided to do.
Well, what I've decided to do, I'm the one that writes all this up. I'm the one that writes the questions. I'm writing some bloody quiz. I'm writing a spelling contest this time. So there's no teams this time. And again, like Josh and Jay said last week, jokingly, of course, that the quiz is fixed. It's not fixed, guys. There is nothing for me to personally gain for making someone win. You don't win anything. It's not as if I'm splitting the prize with somebody.
So the HMV voucher I sent you is worthless.
Well, it was always worthless.
Alright, point taken.
So, but as accustomed to like every episode we have, the losers of the last quiz have to sing a song in order to get themselves a point ahead. Now, because I've completely forgot what I was doing, I haven't gotten my score sheet ready, but that's fine because I can do two things at once. The people that lost last week when we did teams was Joshy J and Bootless 2005. So I'm actually gonna let both of them sing a song this week and get themselves a point in the lead. So who would like to go first? And I'll tell you your song.
I'll go first.
Alright, since we're doing spelling special, I guess we'll call it, the song I've chosen for you to sing is YMCA by, I think it's the Village People?
It is.
Yeah, so YMCA, whenever you're ready, go for it.
YMCA. Why do people say YMCA?
You gonna keep going? Or... I mean, you still there?
I give up.
You give up? What? You can, well, if you want, you can look up the lyrics or something if you want. Just a quick chorus. That's what we're looking for, really.
You have to sing it yourself.
Do I get a point for dancing?
You have to sing it yourself.
YMCA. YMCA. Yeah, you can. All the boys, YMCA. Okay, not sure if you heard that in the background.
Yeah, we are enough. I'll give you a point for it, man. So, Foot, if you're wanting to try and get your point in this one, I've got ABC from the Jackson 5.
Oh, okay. I want to get the old lyrics up.
Oh, that's not a problem. No cheating, mind. I can tell the difference between Michael Jackson and yourself.
I'm sure you can. I don't doubt that for a second. Once my computer loads. It's the chorus.
Yeah, just the chorus if you want, yeah.
Oh God. Right. Oh, come on, computer, man. So slow. Right. You ready?
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Right. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Or simple as do that. What? As simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C. 1, 2. I should have really listened to the song before I started doing that, but you know.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll give you a point anyway, man, for the guts to sing. So, did a spelling bee this time, guys. So I hope you're all prepared. I don't know how you prepare for this, but I hope you all are. So I'm gonna go round everybody. I'm gonna give them their words. They spell it to me, and you'll get a point if you get it right. So simple enough, as you would imagine. There's two practice rounds, really. What I mean by that is there's the first 2 rounds are easy. Then it starts to get a little bit more tricky. So, Footloose, you're up first.
Okay.
Your word is 8.
Right. E-I...
Oh no, I should specify it's the 8 as in I ate food.
okay. E-A-T.
Yeah, that's right, man. You get a point for that. Who was G? Oh, right, Game of Smart. Forgot what I was doing. Right, Mark, your word is cry.
C-R-Y.
That's exactly right. Again, Joshy J,
Yeah.
your word is pig.
P-I-C-K.
No, pig as in animal.
P-I-G.
That's it. That's why I do these test rounds. And Andrew, your word is fox.
X.
Okay, I'm glad you took the piss a little bit with that. So.
Yes, got it right.
Right, Foot, next one for the easy. It gets a little bit trickier with this, but nothing that should phase you. Your word this time is grab.
G-R-A-B.
That's exactly right. Game Buster Mark, your word is test.
T-E-S-T.
That's right as well. Joshy J, your word is jump.
J-U-M-P.
That is also very right. And Andrew, your word is pest.
P-I-S-S-E-D.
Pardon?
What did you say?
Pest. Like,
Okay, P-E-S-T. Sorry, I thought you said pest.
That's
no.
what I thought you said as well.
I'm gonna clarify. There's no.
Can you put these in sentences so we'd actually know what you're saying?
I thought it was some sort of in-joke.
Okay. I'll try, but
Well done.
I'm probably not the best person to do this because I've not. Right, whatever. Now things are starting to get a little bit trickier. Foot, your word is knife.
K-N-I-F-E.
That's right, man. Mark, your word is opaque.
Ooh. O-P-A-Q-U-E.
Yep, that's right. Joshy J, your word is anesthetic.
Trust you to give me the hard.
I didn't give you a hard one. I just wrote it all out there. I put people's numbers next to names and
Come on, mate, you can do it.
anesthetic.
A-N.
Yeah.
T.
Nope.
Bollocks.
Oh, what a brilliant reaction. Anesthetic is actually spelled A-N-A-E-S-T-H-E-T-I-C.
That's a tough one, actually. You got the A and the E.
Well, they're all getting tough. Trust me. And Andrew, your word is physique.
I actually can't spell it because I'm dyslexic. PH SY.
No, sorry, man. It's PHYSIQUE. It's not fixed. You know what? You know what? Right, Phyllis, your word is problem.
Fucking discrimination.
This is another round.
PROBLEM.
That's right. Mark, your word is solution.
SOLUTION.
That's right. Joshy J, your word is pragmatic.
Hard word again.
It's not. It's exactly as it sounds.
Pragmatic.
Yeah.
PRAG.
Yes.
MATIC.
It's not a fucking
done.
hard word at all. Very easy. And Andrew, your word is passive.
EASS IVE.
That's right, man.
Nothing fuck that up.
Foot, your word is laugh.
You got proper anesthetic to laugh. Oh. Love it.
Anyway, LAUGE.
Nope.
No.
LAUG.
It was actually LUAGH, so that's not a point for you.
That was easy. Ah,
That was easy. You let it slip a little bit there.
you should have said it.
Mark, your word is, sadly enough, biased.
BIASED.
That's right. Josh J, you're going to think this quiz is biased again, but your word is conscientious.
What?
Honestly, I just read out a bunch of things and put people's names next to them.
This quiz is biased.
It's really not.
It's biased.
It's really not.
Oh dear.
Your word is conscientious.
Conscientious.
FUCKOSS.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Right. CON.
Yep.
QI.
No, it's actually CONSCIENTIOUS for conscientious. Andrew, your word is automobile.
AUTOMOBILE, which I've probably spelled wrong.
That's right, by the way.
Yes! Get it!
Okay, we've got a bit of an easy round here. I expect no one to miss any points in this one. If you do, well, I'm sorry.
Apart from me.
I'm dyslexic.
Foot, your word is poisoned.
Poison. Wrong.
POISIONED.
No, it's actually POISONED. Mark, your word is biology.
BIOLOGY.
That's right. Josh J, your word is kayak.
KY.
Nope, it's actually KAYAK.
Oh, for fuck's
Andrew, your word is stampede.
STAMPEDE.
That's right.
Yes!
I didn't expect anyone to miss in that one, but there was two.
Yes!
3 rounds left. So, Foot, your first word in these last 3 is Melbourne. Like the Australian city.
Oh yeah.
Melbourne, or whatever.
This is gonna be wrong probably. Yeah, to start.
Yeah.
MELBOURNE.
That's exactly right, man. Right, Mark, your word is persuade.
Persuade.
Yes.
PERSUADE.
That's right as well. I don't think you've missed one yet.
No.
Joshy J, your word is tangerine.
Tangerine.
Yes.
TAN.
Yep.
DA.
No, it's TANGERINE.
Oh.
Tangerine. So anyway, Andrew, your word is strafe.
STRA. I have a fucking clue. IFE.
It was actually STRAFE.
I did wonder if the I was in it.
Foot, your next word is embarrass.
Right. EMBARASS.
Nope, it was actually EMBARRASS.
Ah.
Okay, Mark, your word is occurrence.
What?
Occurrence. Like
What? What word is this?
Occurrence. Like that was an awkward occurrence.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I completely misheard. Thought you were speaking like German.
No.
OCCU. Occurrence. I'm hoping there's a double RENCE.
That's exactly right, man.
Oh, jammy.
Yeah, well, that's my dog barking downstairs, but if you guys can hear it, the podcast can hear it, so can you hear it?
Wee bit, not much.
Let's hope not. Andrew, no, it's not you yet, it's Joshy J. Your word is immediately.
Immediately.
Yep. Is it just me, or can I hear some keyboard strokes?
Yeah.
IM.
Yeah?
E.
Nope, it was IMMEDIATELY.
I can tell you what, this quiz is so biased, you keep giving me the hardest words in them all.
Okay, give me an example of the hardest word. Go for it. I just gave Mark occurrence. That's a tough word. You got it. See?
Every word you've given me is tough. I'm dyslexic.
Well, yeah. Anyway, Andrew, your word is autumn.
As in the season.
As in the season.
I always spell this wrong, and I'm not even kidding. AUTUM.
Is that your final answer?
Yep, because I know it's wrong.
You got it right, but you missed an N at the end. It's got a silent N for some reason. Autumn. Like, I don't know why. But, anyway, this is the last round. Foot, you've got bystander.
Oh my god. Right. I don't know. BYSASTANT. I don't know. Oh crap.
Right. I can't really give you, we're all over the place, but it was BYSTANDER.
That's the one.
Mark, your word is zirconia.
What's that?
I think it's like some sort of diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, like Josh has got it. Zirconia.
Zarconia.
Yeah, zirconia. I don't know.
Is that Z or Zar?
Zirconia.
Oh wow. I don't even think I can give this one an attempt. So I'm just gonna pass. I've never heard of that word ever before today.
I'll send you the Wikipedia link where I got
Yeah,
it.
I don't doubt you that it's a real word.
Yes, I got it from The Simpsons, and I was really wondering if it was a word, and it turns out it is, so I went for it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, Joshua J, your next word is malnutrition.
MAN.
Nope. MALNUTRITION. Malnutrition. Andrew, for the final word of the quiz / spelling bee, blizzard.
BLIZZARD.
You've got it right. So just before we end, I do have a special word. Whoever wants to give this word an attempt, and no, don't feel bad if you can't even give this an attempt, it's a hard word to spell, will get a bonus point. Not that will do any of you any difference, but why not? This is a word I didn't know if it did exist because I got told it by my English teacher, and I've always kept it in my mind as one of the longest words I've ever heard. I found out it was a real word, and out of the, I think, top 100 longest words, it's the only one I can pronounce. So, if anyone would like to give this a try, the word is flocky-knocky-halifalification.
Oh god.
Anyone want to give it an attempt?
What the hell? I wouldn't know where to start.
Flocky-knocky-halifalification.
Just because I am shit at spelling.
Alright, go for it.
FL.
Yep.
OCKY.
Nope.
Ah.
If there's no other attempts, I'll tell you how to spell it. And I don't even think I could spell this. So it was actually spelled FLOCCINIHILIPILIFICATION.
Oh my.
It might also be in contention for the longest amount, well, the most amount of I's in a single word.
What does it actually mean?
Flocky-knocky-halifalification, I can tell you if you want. I mean,
Please do.
something with a flocky knock, if like a tribute.
What?
Oh my.
It's apparently in the Oxford Dictionary. The action or habit of estimating something as worthless. So this quiz, for example, is flocky-knocky-halifalification.
That's wonderful.
So
Wonderful stuff.
no bonus points there, but cap off this quiz / spelling bee. We'll start with the least amount of points was Joshua J. He managed to get 4 points from the spelling bee. And tied second place we have Footloose and Andrew. So both the Andrews with 6 points each, but racing out in the lead, Game Buster Mark with 8 points. You are today's winner of the quiz / spelling bee. So
Good job, Mark.
what that does is it guarantees you not needing to sing next week.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So does everyone like the spelling bee?
No.
I like it.
Bring back the old quiz with questions.
I like it if there's no more.
So back to the normal quizzes next week.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to try something a little bit different to shake things up. I mean,
We already know someone will call it biased next week.
well, yeah.
That'd be me.
Whoever doesn't win has got the privilege of saying that the quiz is biased. So, let me just quickly check on how long we've been doing, and we're actually nearly an hour. And what I was saying to Andrew before I started, he brought up a good point last week. I don't think we recorded it, but he says we should try and maybe put a time limit on the podcast themselves, because some people have other things that they need to do that night and can only record for a certain amount of time. So I decided, yep, that's a good idea. We'll record for a maximum of an hour, give or take a little bit. And yeah, so pretty much that means that the quiz actually ended tonight's podcast. So I know, I'm sorry, but any longer than an hour, I can't expect many people to just sit and watch all that, really. So I've not put the MP3 up for the past 2 episodes. I will get that done at some point. It just takes a little bit of time. I want to thank all my guests for turning up once again. I hope they can all be there next week. And once again, if anyone else would like to take part in the podcast, we record on Saturdays at 10 p.m. If you're available, let me know and we'll try and sort something out. So it's a goodbye from me, and I'll let everyone else do their sign-outs.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Cheers for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye. And please like this podcast.
Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm on a break next week.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. See you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks very much for watching, the old mucker. See you later.